Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, fellow Kenyans, I want to talk about two things. Number one, I would like to talk a little bit about the issue of the death of Elachi'S daughter. Elachi'S son, sorry. That is the member of parliament from Dagoretti North. Beatrice Elachi. The son by the name of Elvis Murakana died, and a lot of you have been talking about it since the death of the son. This issue of Elachi has been speculating all over the internet. People were saying that the way she was talking negatively about Kenya, about Gen Zs, now it's her turn, and let her enjoy. Of course, what I can say is that nobody knows how death can come, nobody knows when death can visit your house, but in as much as maybe we are leaders, there's some of these things that we are supposed to avoid saying, because whenever you say them, they might affect you personally. So I really don't know how right now the family is feeling because of the criticism all over the internet, all this, and that is why I normally say that it's very hard to be a leader. Truth be told, it's very hard to be a leader, and especially be a leader under the government of William Samoei Ruto that nobody wants to hear you, nobody wants to see you, nobody wants to listen to you because of the negative things that we've been talking about, because you are against Kenyans every now and then.
Yako hapo sahi anasema hii Kenya, hii ni na hapotei. Kama Kenya ni mbaya usipotee. Sukote. Hii Kenya mbaya unafanya nini hapa? Mahali mbaya. Potea. Na kama upotei ujue basi hii ni nchi yako, hakuna mahali ingine utaenda. Ukienda Dar es Salaam wanakuangalia sema hao Wakenya wanatusi mpaka viongozi wao, hao wanakuja kutuharibia nchi yetu. Sasa utaenda wapi? Tulinde nchi yetu. Tuheshimu Mheshimiwa Rais. Tukimheshimu tutabarikiwa. Ndio shilingi yetu
Story number 2. Let me talk about this issue. I heard William Samoei Ruto yesterday saying that he had an incompetent AG, that is Muturi.
I had a problem with the AG who was there. He was fairly incompetent, but I now have a very competent lady. I now have a very competent lady, and I can assure you that the issues of Waqf will be sorted out in a matter of months. I also want to assure you that our Nubian brothers and sisters are solid members of the Kenyan society. And therefore, they are going to be mainstreamed as a Kenyan community, either by Madaraka or by Jamhuri. So at least this year we will conclude.
Something that made me ask myself a lot of questions. Question number 1 that I asked myself, that William Ruto is saying that AG, the former AG, that is Muturi, was incompetent. So the incompetency of Muturi prevented William Samoei Ruto from doing the developments in the country, right? If Muturi was incompetent, why then did he bring him back to serve as a CS? You are incompetent. Why should I bring you back? Are you seeing? So I don't know why anybody who leaves William Samoei Ruto's government, especially when you are not in good terms, let me put it that way, whenever you go outside there, you are seen as one of an incompetent person. Take a look at this. During the time that Rigathi Gachagua was in the government, during the time that Rigathi Gachagua was William Samoei Ruto's deputy president, when William Samoei Ruto was using him as a Snoop Dogg, going all over the country talking negatively about other leaders, he was a very good person. He was a very genuine guy. He was a very good person who was like a bait. Snoop Dogg, talking like a police dog, being used like a puppet. Do this and he does. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua was saying that William Ruto used to send him, go say this, don't say this, and he used to do them. So the moment Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, William Samoei Ruto said that Rigathi Gachagua could not understand anything, could not even help him. Are you seeing? So the moment you are with William Ruto, you are a good person. Especially the moment you're doing what he wants you to do, you are a very good person. But now, when you realize that what you're doing, you are being used, and what you're doing is not right, you are an incompetent person, you cannot work. My question is this. William Muturi is saying that Muturi was incompetent. Why then did you bring him back? Okay, William Ruto is saying that because I know right now he's trying to fathom on how he can gain the trust of people. He's back in using the religion as an excuse, as a way maybe of gaining popularity. Remember, Junet said the other day that Muslims are very many.
Sisi kama Waislamu baba tuko gangari katika nchi hii yetu, sasa tuko wengi. Uchaguzi hii inakuja, Muislamu atakuja kusema yote. Kwa sababu kura ya Waislamu sasa ni kura kubwa sana katika taifa hii. Na hapa mbele kuna watu watasimama rais ama naibu wa rais mwisho hapo. Hawataenda chini ya hapo. Kwa sababu kura ya Waislamu ni wengi na haitachukuliwa hivi hivi. Tutaweka vitu kwa meza na watu watapigana hisabu. Kuna wengine wanafikiri wako wengi kushinda wengine. Lakini ngoja kura hisabu ipigwe, wataona nani wako wengi. Si namna hiyo?
So I think he wants to use that advantage. The statement that was made by Junet, that Muslims are very many and maybe coming 2027, they will declare their stand. They might also decide maybe to vie for the presidency. So I think he wants to use that opportunity to bring Kenya, to bring Muslims into his docket. Something like that. I don't know whether it will work. Now, William Samoei Ruto, there is a challenge here between William Ruto and Muturi. William Samoei Ruto is saying that I have a problem with the AG who was there before. He was fairly incompetent, but now I have a very competent lady in the position, and I assure you that the issue of Waqf will be sorted out within months. Now, Muturi talked about this thing. Before I explain to you the meaning of this word Waqf, Muturi is saying that under the Waqf Act number 8 of 2022, there is no provision for a Muslim endorsement fund. It must be understood that a Waqf is a religious, charitable, or benevolent endorsement by a person who professes Muslim faith and is managed by the Waqf Commission. Somebody might ask that what is the meaning of this word Waqf? Now, this is the meaning of Waqf, and how it works. Waqf is an Islamic endorsement, typically a charitable trust where an asset such as land, building, or money are donated for religious, educational, or social welfare purposes. Now, the worst part of this Waqf is this, that once designated as Waqf, the asset cannot be sold, inherited, or transferred, and its benefits must be used for specific charitable purposes. So William Samoei Ruto wants to bring this issue of Waqf. According to the explanation that I've just given, Waqf is something like you're giving land, building, the assets and the money and the bill, everything. So once this thing has been named as Waqf, it cannot be returned. It will remain theirs forever and ever. Are you seeing? So the advantageous part of this that these Muslims might gain from this issue of Waqf, if at all William Ruto is going to reintroduce it, is that everything that they will be given will be permanently theirs. Interesting. Everything at the beginning, be it land, be it money, be it buildings, anything that they'll be given will be permanently theirs. Are you seeing? So I really don't know. I really don't know why William Samoei Ruto wants to bring this issue. And then now another thing is that a trustee is appointed by the Waqf Muslims. You cannot point for them a trustee. They point by themselves. You know, one thing I learned with Muslims is that they like doing things by themselves. They don't like anybody helping them doing anything. So my problem is this: why is it that right now Muturi is incompetent? And if he was incompetent, why then is he in this government? After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me know what to think in the comment section. Just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget, take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what to think and where you are watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye-bye.